I came into the U.S. with a DV1 visa. When can I go ahead and file for my wife and 2 kids to join me?
The next day.
All right, our next one comes from Adeption saying, my mom's LP petitioned for me, and PD is May 29th, 2019. I'll turn 21 by November 3rd, 2019. Will I be protected by the CSPA? What if my petition wasn't approved before I turned 21? Will I still be protected under the CSPA? I'm presently in Nigeria.
Depends on how long the I-130 takes to get approved. So you will get you get to add the time the I-130 takes to get approved to your 21st birthday to still be under the Child Status Protection Act, as long as you pay the fee bills for the National Visa Center. So for example, let me give you the math because maybe you didn't understand. Let's say you're 19 years old.
Right.
And your birthday is January 1st.
Right.
Okay, and your mom files for you on your 19th birthday on January 1st. And it takes the government 3 years to approve the I-130. Okay, and when the I-130 gets approved, you're now 22.
Right.
Okay, but actually, it never works out that way. I'm just thinking now for people in another country.
Right.
Because you get to add those 3 years onto your... Oh, it does work out that way. So you get to add those 3 years on that it took the I-130 to get approved to your 21st birthday.
Okay.
So now you took 3 years to get the I-130 approved. You're now 22 years old. You get to add 3 years from 21. So now, as long as you pay your fee bills, by the time you are 25, 24.
Okay. 24.
24.
Okay, and how many months does it take to approve the F2A category?
Could take a long time.
Mohammed,
The longer it takes, the more likely you are to be in the trials to qualify.
Right.
So it's actually to your benefit that it takes a long time.
Well, and she hasn't turned 21 yet. She doesn't turn 21 until November.
Right.
So, Mohammed says, I filed for the adjustment through marriage based in August of 2016, and I did my interview in June of 2017. Since then, I've been told that they're still conducting mandatory security and background checks on my case. What do you think has happened?
Your name is Mohammed. That's what happened.
Right.
Yeah.
And because your name is Mohammed, a visa delayed is a visa denied. They see the name Mohammed, forget it. You're waiting 3-4 years. Every Mohammed needs to file a mandamus.
Yep.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm not making a joke about it. I'm serious.
No, I get it. Yeah.
That is the kind of discrimination going on within the government.
Yeah.
Right. I'm assuming Mohammed is from a Muslim country.
I'm going to assume that as well.
So that's why I said that.
All right, next one comes from Fabian Ernest saying, what's the difference between terminate and withdraw my asylum? Terminate and withdrawing my asylum.
Terminate means that the government said the asylum case is done. Withdrawing means you're asking for them to stop the case. Sometimes you say, I want to withdraw and terminate, so I'm going to withdraw the case and I'm asking you to terminate it. It's just basically who's doing it. You're asking for withdrawal. The government is doing the terminating.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
And the second part of the question, if I have to refile my I-485 or a motion to reopen because it's administratively closed, what is that?
You would make a motion to recalendar.
Our next question comes from Ben. Ben says, if a U.S. citizen filed the I-130 visa petition for their spouse, how long is that going to take to actually get approved?
Right now, 12-15 months.
Okay, and our next question is from Chad saying, I file a Adam Walsh waiver by myself, or do I need a lawyer, and how much does the waiver cost?
All right, you need a lawyer. Okay, the Adam Walsh waiver is for somebody who is a petitioner who was found guilty of a sex crime against a minor. A lot of times, the government throws the Adam Walsh label on you and you don't need a waiver because the sex crime was against an adult.
Okay.
It's about children. Okay. Number 2, you have to be able to prove that the person you're filing for to an absolute certainty is safe, which is impossible to prove.
Impossible.
You need a lawyer.
Tom said, I did my USCIS I-485 interview with my spouse in May of this year. The only thing the immigration officer said is that she's going to send the file over. But during the interview, all she keeps on saying is that she thinks our marriage is a fraud. We did the interview over 2 months ago, still no update on the case or anything. The case still sits at an interview was scheduled. Is there anything I can do at this point, or do I just need to wait to hear from them? I just need some help.
Just wait to hear from them. They're going to probably investigate your marriage and they'll probably schedule you for a Stokes interview.
Okay, Omoa saying, I saw your post concerning the public charge. Now, my child is using Medicaid. Do you mean if I file in before October 15, this rule will not affect me?
It will affect you less. Okay, if your child is using Medicaid, they look at totality of circumstances right now. After October 15th, they're going to say your child uses Medicaid. We're going to presume that your relative who you're filing for will use Medicaid too. There's a difference.
I feel like and tell me if this is not a safe assumption, Brad. I feel like anyone who has an adjustment of status that they need to get in should be getting that in before October 15th, regardless.
That is an extraordinarily safe presumption to make. You can announce that to everybody.
I would like to announce that to everybody,
please.
that if you have any kind of adjustment of status that you need to file it today. Not yesterday, not in a month from now, not 2 months from now, because the laws are changing October 15th. And if you do not have your application in by that time with an attorney who has reviewed it and done it all for you to take away all of the stress and anguish that you face, then you need to be calling Spar Bernstein today, family. Thank you. That's my PSA for the day.
Yes, they will review every time you've ever been denied in your life. It's going to come up.
Now, I lied on the form for the visa by stating that I stayed in the U.S. for 2 weeks.
You have a misrepresentation issue. It always follows you for the rest of your life.
Wait, what? I stayed in the U.S. for 2 weeks when it was actually 11 years.
Lie. You got a big problem. Big problem.
Damn.
But they didn't seem to pick up on it, as they didn't deny me for misrepresentation, but just lack of strong ties.
Well, still got denied.
You
didn't deserve it either way.
I was going to say, this feels very shaky.
I mean, I don't understand. The man sends a question.
Yeah.
I've lied my ass off.
Yeah. They only got one of them.
I'm going to tell the whole world.
Right.
Brad, after I've lied my ass off, can you help me continue my fraud and tell me what to do?
100%. That's actually accurate, Brad.
Yeah, I really can't continue a fraud with you.
Right.
Sorry. I have a license.
Right.
Yikes.
Yikes.
All right, YTL Dane saying, hey, if someone came here on a B1, B2 from Jamaica the 1st of December 2018, got married March 23rd, 2019. After the wedding, his wife really gets sick. He stayed with his wife and didn't leave. Can he adjust his status? But the wife is a U.S. citizen. She doesn't start back to work yet. Absolutely.
Go file now. The affidavits of support will be much easier now than October 15th, especially if she's not working.
Oh, nice. So come here.
Yes.
Johanna says, I came at age 1 with my parents illegally, and I've had DACA since 15. Now I'm 22 and married to a U.S. citizen. What is the process of actually adjusting my status? Is it difficult? And do I need a waiver given that I have DACA?
How does Joanna come to America? You're going to adjust your status if your husband is in the military or former military. You know, adjust your status if you came here on a legal visa. You know, adjust your status if you had something, your parent had something filed and you were alive, which you couldn't have been because you're 22. Well, maybe you could have been alive before 2001. So maybe you had something filed before 2001, your 245I, or maybe you traveled on advanced parole before they stopped that with DACA. All of those you can adjust your status. Otherwise, you're going to need to do a provisional waiver, go home and come back. Based on the fact, when you ever have to ask a question, and you butcher the question because you don't give me all the information I need. And then at the end, after you butcher the question because you didn't give me all the information I need, say, do I need a lawyer? I guarantee you need a lawyer because you don't even know what information to provide to me to give you the answer. And then you're questioning in yourself, do I need a lawyer?
Right.
So I can tell you, yes, you need a lawyer.
All right, Marco.
I think that was her question. Does she need a lawyer?
She need a waiver.
Oh, excuse me then.
No, you're good.
I don't know if she needs a waiver. She didn't give me enough information.
We don't have information.
But that's why you need a lawyer. That's why you need a lawyer. Okay, how's that? Let me change that.
You got it.
All right.
All right, Marco saying, I have one single question. All right, I have my I-94 lost, and I filed a family-based I-485 package without it. My wife, who is an American citizen, in June 2019, I have my departure record number and dates of authorized stay with the date of arrival. Of course, my I-94 saved when I previously filed the I-130 through my father, but copy and physical copy was just lost after that. So now my passport with the B1, B2 visa was also stamped at the airport of entry at JFK in 2013. Now I have a pending request from FOIA with attempt to try to retrieve it from them. Is there a chance or any other way that I can try retrieving the package that I-130 I previously filed?
It sounds like he has
my
evidence
father?
that he made a legal entry. That's all you need to do.
Okay.
So he has it. And by the way, so he'll be fine. With what you have, file with what you have to adjust.
And he has a case number 2, the California
just way too much
Center.
information, but he has enough. There's enough evidence that he made a legal entry into the United States. That's all that matters, and he presents that. By the way, Alexa DeReal, Slim As Services says, Brad, how's she going to go home when she came here at 1? This is her home. When I mean home, I mean her country of birth.
Right.
I didn't realize that. I didn't even hear that she came at 1.
Yeah.
So yes, you're correct. She's as American as I am, because neither one of us remember what we were doing when we were 1 year old.
Yeah.
But if she did not come here on a visa and her husband is not in the military and she didn't travel on advanced parole and she's not 245I, she has to do a provisional waiver and go home. Or she probably wouldn't have to do a provisional waiver, because I think I remember she got a DACA when she was 15.
Yeah,
so she's been in legal status for her entire period of time from 18 on. So she doesn't even need a provisional waiver, but she would have to go to her country of birth. And you know what? I appreciate that you corrected me, because this is her home, but she would have to go to her country of birth.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that the U.S. does not make that distinction.
Correct.
Our next question comes from God Working For Me, that says, my brother came to the U.S. on a visiting visa and got married to an American citizen who has not been on Medicaid and food stamps. She's filing for him in October. Will the new immigration law hold them down?
If it's filed before October 15th, no. If it's filed after October 15th, I don't know, maybe. Depends what your income is on your tax return. Remember, your tax return has to be over $62,000 a year.
All right, and our last one for right now is from Talis, saying, hey Brad, I have a green card through my husband and planning to travel soon with my husband is in jail. Should I be worried about traveling?
You have a green card, travel. Your husband's in jail has nothing to do with your green card. You're not your husband's keeper. They can't say we're going to deport you because your husband did something bad.
Yeah.
Okay? Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.